Hey folks, it's Finn. I wanted to just do a really quick check-in. I know you never asked for an apology, but I just want to apologise. I've been quite quiet recently. I'm behind on my updates on YouTube and on my Tumblr. I promised you some You Now live vlogs. I've not had time to do it. I'm really sorry. Life is just a little bit crazy at the moment. As most of you know, I'm looking after poorly mum at the moment. Moved here to Eastbourne. Unfortunately, looking after mum has just been so time consuming. She was taken poorly again. Now we're looking at nursing homes. My poor flat has had some teething problems, so radiators didn't work. I had a hole in my bath. I've got a leaking ceiling. You know, you've just got to laugh, haven't you? It's just been a bit challenging, and I'm hoping that by the new year things might settle and I might get back to a bit of a regular routine. But I just wanted to check in to just say how grateful I am. I always say it and I always mean it. It's never lip service. I'm so grateful. I share a lot about my mum over on my Instagram and on the FinnFam Facebook page. I post videos and just little updates about her, and your love for her is amazing. And it really gets me through, and I know it gets my brother through as well. When we read your lovely comments, it really helps more than you know. So a little update about mum. I mean, medically, she's doing really well. This woman is incredible. We call her the Duracell Bunny for a reason. She just keeps going. Just a few weeks ago, she was in stage 1 heart failure and stage 1 lung failure. And now she's medically well. It's just crazy. This woman has just got so much wrong with her. Addison's, epilepsy, heart problems, 9 strokes. You know, it's easier to list what she hasn't got, really. And yet she just keeps going, you know. But what the big problem is now is her cognitive issues. We're having issues with memory, with disorientation in time and space, hallucinations. I mean, some of the stuff she comes out with is just complete fantasy and quite amusing. It does keep us going because, you know, she puts a smile on our face. So mum's been naughty today. Tell him what you've done.
Yeah.
What did you do today?
Well, you see, it was like this. I tried to get you some equipment for your aeroplane, and it didn't quite work out.
Why? What went wrong, Mum?
I got caught.
You got caught? Who caught you?
I don't know his name, but it's one of the guys from the hospital.
Okay.
So, yeah, got caught good and proper.
So we need to just stay here and behave ourselves now, don't we,
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
And try not to get any more troubles doing aeroplanes?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Bless you, Mum.
Yeah.
But it's really hard, you know, the mum that we knew has definitely gone at the moment. She's got some of her personality, you know, she's cheeky and she's charismatic, and that's remained, but, you know, it's clear that we're losing mum, really, and it's cruel. What's even crueler is we don't even have a diagnosis yet. It's obvious that this is dementia, and likely vascular dementia, because she's had 9 strokes, you know, and they've identified an area of the brain which does show reduced blood flow, which will explain some of the confusion and things like that. But the irony is, when you're in hospital, they can't diagnose you. So we're stuck in this situation where she's not well enough to come home. She can't look after herself at home now. If you hand her a pack of biscuits, she'll eat the packet. If you give her a tissue, she'll dunk it in her tea. It's clear she's not safe to come home, even with the 4 care calls a day she was having. So we're unfortunately having to look at a nursing home placement for her. A care home placement isn't enough. She needs nursing care for her medical issues because they're so complex. Her Addison's is the most complex that she's got. And because she's wandering, she's a one-to-one need. So we're having to look at specialist homes. But we don't actually have a diagnosis yet either. So we're coming up against this problem that people want to know mum's diagnosis so they can adequately look after her needs. But we don't have a diagnosis because we need her somewhere in the community for her to be assessed. It's so frustrating. Caring for somebody is such a frustrating thing. It's so stressful when you're trying to work out the best thing for someone else who can't tell you what they really want. And it's even more frustrating when you're working with a system that just seems to work against you. It just makes sense to me that in trying to put somebody somewhere that's safe, that's suited to them, you would properly diagnose them first before putting them there. It's just bonkers. So, you know, it's driving me and my brother mad. It really is. I'm in Eastbourne, so, you know, at least I'm on hand now to be on call and speak to people face to face, because on the phone it's so difficult. It made sense for me to move, and I know it's frustrating for Mark being stuck all the way up in Worcester, but it just made sense that I was the one that could move because my life was more flexible. I know people have been really worried about me, you know, am I taking on too much? But what else can I do? It's my mum. You know, staying in Devon was not an option. To try and travel down every time there was a crisis and to be that far away was just not working and was stressful anyway. So whether I was in Devon or in Eastbourne, I'm going to be stressed. This is hard. I'm tired. I'm scared. I'm sad. All of those things, you know, because it is just such a traumatic thing to have to go through. But at the same time, it's a beautiful thing to be able to do for my mum. You know, we've rebuilt our relationship over the last 7 years in my recovery, and we've built something that works for us both, and I love her and I just want to see her comfortable and happy. And I thought I'd never have to be in this situation where we were thinking about a nursing home, but it's for her best interest, it really is. But yeah, to see her move from this happy jolly mum. Hello! It's rather blowy, isn't it, Mumsy?
Yeah, hang on.
This is Mum sporting her latest fashion accessory, which looks like something out of Star Wars. I said Stormtrooper, or maybe one of those Sandblaster rider things. To this confused mum. Tired today, ain't you? Good. And what are these sleeves we have today? What are these sleeve things we have today?
I don't know if I really like them, to be honest.
They're quite fun, aren't they?
They are. Okay.
Yeah. Is really hard. I mean, some days she's just really funny. She tells us the most hilarious stories that aren't true, and then other days she's just so agitated and stressed and upset, and it breaks my heart. I do think when we find a nursing placement that suits her, she'll settle, and I think she'll probably love it there because she loves company and other people, and she loves being the centre of attention, so it'll be fine. It's just in the meantime, it's hard. So I do apologise. Please bear with me. In order to make up for it in some way, I've actually got a little thing going for December. I'm going to try and do Vlogmas, which is uploading every day. I'm uploading a video about that tomorrow, and I'm going to try and do that. And then hopefully by the new year, things will have settled and we'll get a new schedule together. But yeah, this is just a quick check-in to say I'm all right, as well as can be, and that I really appreciate all of your comments so very, 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 very much. I really do. Love to you all. Speak soon. Bye-bye.